what I was saying earlier about the animation doesn't really matter because the animation won't occur because they won't pass level 10. But they have already passed the starting line, and we can see Luke with a lot of grays at the top of this board, and
Mhm.
that could be disastrous depending on how the RNG goes there, Larva.
Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed was that he had a lot of grays on his top line. Um, so just like you said, that can mean some severe slowdowns if the RNG does not cooperate with him. Um, he does seem to be bringing everything down pretty well. Noticing when there are times he can take 3 viruses in a row. And he actually has a lead right now of 9 viruses. So,
Yeah, that's that's a
he's
solid
come to
lead.
play.
Definitely has done so, and yeah, a lead like that against one of our top players is something you don't want to hang your hat on too hard because you still have to finish it. But this is going to be a good setup. Just going to need, yes, that is exactly what he needed. And out
Mhm,
at a 119, little slow on the restart, but working out. And I see kind of where the problem Adelito's got is it's just everything is black down at the bottom.
mhm,
And it's really slowing him down. Now, still gonna need. Oh, everything's coming up, and everything came up exactly where he wanted, out at a 142. So already a 13 virus lead for Luke here early in this game number one.
yeah. So, you know, you do want to when you're facing Adelito, you do want any of those advantages that you can take. So, if Luke can, crazy as it sounds, pull this one off, um, you know, that's something you want because Adelito will pull, in essence, packy strats, um, if he loses a crown and will just come out a completely different person, and not necessarily one that you wanna face.
Okay, but with this black pill, we are into the final level of this block at 2 minutes and 39 seconds. I know when we were setting everything up, the one of the things we thought was, hey, we'll kind of speed things up by uh, shrinking the level blocks by one. But Luke says, I'm going to shrink it by more than that. You're not going to know what happened, as he is already quite a bit into this level 10. A lot of gray here at the top, but it hasn't slowed him down too much yet, as Adelito joins him at a 306. So Luke with a sizable lead here, but will need to maintain it if he wants to take the first crown.
Mhm. Yeah, and I do believe that Adelito listens to commentary, while he plays, so Adelito is well aware of what is going on, so especially with that, no lead is safe from him. So, but Luke doing very, very well, um, minimal misdrops, if any, um, and getting a lot of good RNG. Um, that's, you know, that's something that you really just want in really any version is just good RNG. You want the game to cooperate with you. There he gets that fat log that he's been looking for, and he's gonna try to desandwich that black, and then he just has a couple more grays left and he'll be out.
Yes, indeed. And at a 418, now 419, okay, is when he hits his timer. There is Luke out first. Adelito, though, great combo there, and everything is set up, with exception of that one black pill, everything's set up for doubles. Is going to get that out at a 433. So GG's to both players on game one, but now it is time for game number two. All right, Adelito with a quick ready back up. And Luke gets his game reset as well. Luke, of course, part of our Canadian contingent. So uh, he is, oh, yeah, he was letting us know he had his timer split for level 11. So that's why we weren't 100% sure when he was going to be ready, but he has now readied up. And here we are in 3, 2, 1, and pills. All right, solid board for both players again. Uh, nothing, nothing too bad for either one. Yeah, no, just a lot of color blocks on Luke's side. Adelito, the gray might come back and be an issue eventually, but overall, it is not slowing him down at all.
Yeah, and he is you can tell he's also setting up for later on down the line. Some of it may also just kind of be where he says, "Okay, um, I'm not doing this combo anymore." Um, so you do have to kind of clean up with that. But most of his what he is able to do, he's got doubles all across the board. And when there isn't a double, he can set up for a double.
Ooh, that is a misdrop from Luke. He wanted to not slide that pill over nearly as much as he did. That gray white that is on top of the double whites. That is going to slow him down and prevent a combo that he was working on. And now the grays not showing up is kind of becoming an issue, although this pill sequence can be very helpful for him. And man, that looked very planned as he joins Adelito now in level number 9.
Adelito, he's got this T set up. Um, there we go. Takes it a little bit later than I would have thought he would have taken it, but he had um, a very good other strategy. And you know, that's why he's playing in the semis and I'm not.
Yeah, things are working well for Adelito, our 1 seed, as he is, man, just buzzing right through the bottom or into the bottom of this level 9 now with an 11 virus lead. That is, I believe, as high a large a lead as we have seen from either player here in this match so far. But Luke trying to make his way back, but yeah, Adelito definitely in the driver's seat on this one.
Exactly. Adelito just has a couple more whites and that one gray, um, and then he will be out. Um, Slightly overtakes that one, not a problem. He's going to be out at a 304.
But looking at Luke, he's not too far behind. Is gonna want to figure out how to get this gray taken care of. Rightly reads the situation that the blacks are going to come up faster, and now gets this one out. He is out at a 324. So on to the final level of this block. And it is about an 8 virus lead at the open for Adelito.
And Adelito setting up for a fat log over in columns 1 and 2. Doesn't quite take it, but sets up for a T. Very, very nicely done. Very good adjustment from Adelito.
Luke with a cross into a clear. That is going to set off some chimes. I don't believe that it was enough for the big chime, but it is going to be very nice for him. Is waiting around for some whites and is going to get them. reprioritizes the white gray there, is going to have to set this combo off at some point. There it is. And that's going to bring him within 4 of Adelito. But time is running out for Luke here on this level 10.
Yeah, it is 10 to 18. Um, Adelito just running through everything, um, like we normally see him. He's got that horizontal setup on the bottom on row two. Very, very nicely done. Now he just needs a
Not sure.
couple of white. The thing is he can't. There we go. He could not use a white black as it would have completely, kind of disintegrated what he was working on. He's gonna get that last one out at a 5:04.
And we have lost Luke, but we will get his time here shortly. I got to imagine that Adelito has won this first round or second game, but we will have to wait for confirmation. As like I said, it was yeah. He's tagged in Frank apparently, and that's a that is not allowed in this
Ugh.
tournament. Oh goodness! So give us just a moment as we confirm some times and see where so we are getting notification that it looks like Luke's stream has died. We're gonna wait and see what he is, what he declares his time is. All right, it sounds like it might. Yeah, it's a 5:23 on his timer, and Adelito was, I believe, faster than that.
Mhm. Adelito was a
So,
5:04.
so there we go. That is going to be game two to Adelito. So give us just a moment. We're going to get Luke back up onto the stream. And we'll get ready for this decider because call, here it comes. Chat calling for team play. I believe we did one side event like that back in like 2020 or 2021. I remember playing with John Nashforth. Having him in my ear was possibly the most calming thing I can think of when it came to playing this game. So again, we're just getting things straightened up on the back end, getting Luke back up on stream. Uh, these things happen. We got players all over the world, and that Canadian internet. Darn that Canadian internet. Well, while we've got a break, may as well let you know about what is coming up in the next couple of weeks for the DRMC. Of course, next week we will be well, I won't be, but we will have our team in Philadelphia or the nearby vicinity for our Philadelphia regional. That is going to be at Too Many Games, going to be happening next Sunday.
Yeah,
And
it will be at the Greater Philadelphia Convention Center in Oaks. So it won't be in, the city proper, but it'll be in the suburbs, um, just for anybody who, is in the area and does not want it to actually say Philadelphia. There you go. I will be there, Bidwell will be there. We will have, Tetris will also be there. Our tournament will be Sunday. So you'll see some of your Tetris favorites. I know Blue Scooty's gonna be there. Um, Scout and Una, a Game Scout is going to be there. They're in the area. Um, and one Philadelphian that will not be there is JB, as JB is moving. We're sad to see you leave the East Coast, but we do wish you well in your next adventures. Uh
It looks like our backup strats are starting to come in. So we're going to wait for this commercial break or whatever is going on to end. While we do that, I will say that our speed game, the qualifiers for our July tournament, will start tomorrow. And as we always tell anybody who asks what time, date, anything happens, check the calendar channel in our Discord because the Discord has all of the information. We do already have the next 6 months set up in the Discord so you can see everything that we're doing, including a couple more regionals before our final tournament, as well as all of the speed games that we have coming up.
Yeah, and even if you don't want to participate in our events and you just wanna kind of know what's going on, the our Discord is the best place to find out anything. Um, take a look at everything, you can get to know people, in the scene. If you're like me, you can get really lucky and find your future spouse, in this scene. So, um, I, for one, very, very highly recommend joining our Discord. We have our Virus Buster League, so if you like to play Versus, we have our Virus Buster League. They work on on the Switch. Um, we have all of our in-person events. We have our weekly checkup. So we do seated races every Thursday. Several of us in here um, go to that every week. That's always a lot of fun. Um, you'll get information about all of our brackets. Um, if you want to learn to play better, we can help with that too. So um, definitely join our Discord, become an active member, ask questions. We're always very happy to help. We just want to see more people playing Dr. Mario. That's always the goal.
Yes, indeed. All right, so I believe we've got both of our players back. And Luke will be assessed a 5 yard penalty for using a timeout he did not have. Uh, other than that, everything should be good to go. Um, yeah, no actual penalties. That's just a joke. Anyway, and there we are, 3, 2, 1 pills for this game three decider. You've waited long enough. Let's see what's going to happen as a good first combo there for Luke and Adelito firing back with a combo of his own. These two, yeah, this is what we're expecting to see from this match. These two have shown it the entire time, and right now we're looking at a 5 virus lead for Adelito.
Yeah, and we do see on Luke's side, there is a lot of gray on that top line. We've been talking about that for a lot of this tournament. Gray does show up the least. So that is something to really keep an eye on. No matter if you're Luke, if you're Adelito, if you're Frank, if you're Larva, that's always something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, Luke does get a couple of those gray pieces, but it is already up to an 8 virus lead for Adelito, rather, and yeah, he is really pushing here, but has had a touch of a slowdown himself. Probably going to be a massive combo. I don't see it yet. Maybe not. I don't know. Uh, it's so hard to tell. It's always so hard to tell when you've got
Mhm.
Adelito playing. Looks like,
Oh,
yeah,
Adelito
he's
wants to be
waiting on the.
fancy and take those 2 out at the same time. He did, and then decided that he didn't want to. So he's gonna be out at a 145. Luke with just 3 viruses left, now 1.
Yeah, but it's buried, and oh, there's the double he wanted. Is gonna have to, yeah. It's now he's traded off which color he needs, and finally gets everything out of the 206. That is tough whenever you see something like that happening. But
Mhm.
Luke using that mental resolve, gonna continue on here, and Oh, pretty sure that is not where he wanted to put that white gray.
Mhm. Yeah. Now this black, he can take that out, easily in a combo, but I think he's probably gonna be leaving that white in column 1 until the very end, unless there we go. Unless he could have figured it into his other plans, which he was able to. Very nice combo from him. It is 9 viruses to 19. So Adelita with about, give or take, a 10 virus lead at any given time.
Yeah, there's a real nasty combo option for Luke. He's not going to take it, and it would have been a really risky play to even go for it. He could have gotten rid of all of that garbage, but he would have needed exactly the right things to come up. It would have involved just a lot of insanity. But yeah, everything that he is working on is kind of running a little slow. But now he's much more clear, is able to get this as a combo, and now is completely free and clear. Just needs two more grays. There's one. Where's the two? Where's the two? There's the two. And out at a 352, joining Adelito in this final level of the block.
But Adelita with an 18 virus lead. And it's only this level, so um, if Luke wants to take this one, he's really gonna have to wish for some bad RNG on Adelito's part and some great RNG on his part.
Yeah, but that's not what it's going to look like over there, as Adelito with another great combo to get himself down to just 13, now down to 12, and oh, these grays, they're everywhere. Gotta think
And
he's
Adelito
thinking
setting up
about.
for a combo once he takes it. Here it is. Uh, but left with a lot of garbage.
I mean, this could be an opportunity for Luke if the RNG is here. It is still a 10 virus lead, though, so Luke's going to have to push hard and push fast. So far is what he's doing, and Adelito now is free and clear. He just needs three white pills. Is going to get a double. He's going to get one more, and at a 506, it is Adelito punching his ticket as the first one in to our finals.